for the sharing from Saskia. 感谢 Miss Saskia 的一个分享。那么顺带先提一下，我们在会议的最后的环节会有一个抽奖活动，这是土耳其航空提供的那个免费往返机票。我们将在最后介绍谁是那个幸运观众。OK。那么接下来呢，将是巴西电子商务主席的演讲，他的演讲题目是巴西电子商务市场的机遇与挑战。Let's welcome our next speaker, Mauricio Salvador, Opportunities and Challenges in the Brazilian E-commerce Market.
I speak a kind of Chinese, right? See, it's my first word in Chinese. I hope to speak Chinese more fluently one day. So my name is Mauricio Salvador. I'm the president of the Brazilian E-commerce Association, and I brought to you some information about our market and how to do business, buying or selling to customers in Brazil. First, welcome to Brazil. Warm place, beautiful, happy people, known by samba, caipirinha, Maracanã, Copacabana, a lot of things. So, good place to stay, good place to visit, not only making business. The population in Brazil is young, for between 15 years and 49 years, so the active economic population. This is a very good opportunity considering that the people are young and connected, so they like to use smartphones, they like to use internet, like more than 70% of the young population in Brazil are connected. So these people are the next consumers. They are who are buying on digital. And also, Brazil has a growing middle class. That means that a lot of people that didn't have access to purchase because they didn't have money, now they are starting to have purchase power. But what about e-commerce? E-commerce in Brazil has a great potential, considering that the Brazilian population is around 201 million people, and 54% of these people has internet access, so around 110 million people are internet users in Brazil, and 62 million people buy online in Brazil, so there's a lot of consumer buying already. But imagine that all of those people that doesn't have access to internet yet, they will have one day, and they will buy online one day. So that's a great increased potential. When you look at e-commerce revenues, we have around, this year, we will have around 15 billion euros in revenues. That's a small growth compared to last year. That's because of the exchange rate. Brazil had a political complicated moment for the last 2 years, and it impacted in the exchange rate. But everything is fine now. The economy started growing again, and people will start to buy online again. So 15 billion, even that 15 billion euros is not small. The best-selling categories: first, household electronics with almost 15.5%. Consumer electronics, information technology, telecom, media, entertainment, sports and recreation, clothing, health and beauty. That means Brazilian, they buy everything online. There is no category that they don't buy online. So it's an opportunity to everybody sells in Brazilian e-commerce. We have 4 million of new shoppers every year. So, I mean, in 2016, this year, we will have 62 million Brazilians buying online and 4 million of new shoppers. So each year, 4 million new people coming and buying online for the first time in Brazilian e-commerce. That's a lot of new shoppers. Considering the distribution of the sales in Brazilian, almost 60% of the e-commerce sales are concentrated in Southeast. So if you want to start selling to Brazilian consumers, start focusing on this region, and then you can start expanding, because logistics in Brazil is very complicated, especially considering the north region where Amazon, where you have Amazon, and west and northeast. So southeast and south are the best regions to start selling online with no complicated logistics. The top Brazilian e-commerce players: when we see the top Brazilian e-commerce players regarding the investors, most of them has international investment. Like the number 2, Sinova, was acquired by a French group named Casino 4 years ago. Mercado Libre from Argentina. And look at that, Alibaba, considering the B2C, AliExpress, and the other B2C brands of Alibaba, they are on the top 10. Even they don't have distribution centers in Brazil. And there's other international groups also important, like Rakuten from Japan, Groupon from United States, Holtz House, acquired by a German company named Otto, and of course Apple, that sells digital goods from Apple to iPhone and iPad. So that means foreign investors are already buying companies, acquiring companies in Brazil because of the potential. When we look to cross borders, this is Brazilian e-commerce consumers buying on foreign companies. Like almost half of the Brazilians already bought on Chinese companies, for example. Almost 80% of Brazilian consumers, e-shoppers, already bought on United States companies. So Brazilians, they like to buy on cross-borders e-commerce website. When we consider the spending on these e-commerce websites, in 2013, the revenues in billion dollars was $2 billion in revenues. I mean, Brazilians, they B2C, they spent $2 billion buying on foreign stores. this year, 2016, it will be $2.7 billion. The number of packages, 62 million packages sent from foreign companies to foreign e-commerce shoppers to Brazil, in the average spend of $44. So there's a limit to buy in Brazil without paying taxes in B2C. That is $50. So if you buy more than $50, you have to pay tax. That's why the average spend is above 50. So the opportunities and challenges are, of course, sell to Brazilian consumers, because this is a PayPal study regarding Brazilian buying on offshore companies. In 2013, there was 5.3 million Brazilians buying in foreign online stores. This number on 2018, I mean from 2 years now, will be almost 10 million Brazilians. So 10 million shoppers buying on foreign stores. Of course, logistics is complicated because it's a huge country, and so even though you can sell digital goods, you can sell softwares, you can sell services, you can sell music, mobile applications. So digital goods has no e-books, music. So this is a good opportunity also to these consumers. But there's a challenge there because of the taxes. It's a very bureaucratic country. There's a lot of corruption on the customs, so you have to have an expert taking care of your custom paperwork. This is an example of some taxes charged by the Brazilian government regarding federal, state, or city taxes. And finally, I brought you 10 reasons to invest in Brazil. First, large domestic market, 201 million population. The average GDP is growing in average 3.6%, and the next year the expectation is very positive because we changed the government like 2 months ago. The Brazilian real, our currency, has depreciated significantly, but Brazilian purchase power is still strong. Brazil has a large and expanding middle class, and Brazil, according to size of population and geographical, is the 5th largest country in the world. So in terms of economy, Brazil ranks in 7th largest economy in the world. The population is young and connected, so they are online, they are buying online, and they trust the channel to buy online. Brazil is considered one of the future economic leaders alongside Russia, India, and China, the BRICS. Brazil has a strategic geographical position regarding if you want to sell for Latin America, we are in strategic geographic position. And it's considered a low-risk country in respect of war, terrorism, and natural disaster. But we have politics that they are very dangerous also. And Brazilian people are friendly, cheerful, and inviting. Brazilian city is vibrant, exciting, and hosts a wide range of carnivals and music. Brazilians, they love to party. And that's it. Sheshe, thank you very much.
Thank you for the sharing of Mauricio Salvador。在此感谢那个巴西电子商务主席给我们的分享。那还是要再提一下。